Everybody. Right, let's just give people a few minutes to hop on and we can start. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. And we'll get started in probably 2 minutes. You guys are in for a treat today. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to talk to you guys about, the world of fake reviews and how GatherUp is positioning itself to enable you and your customers to have the ability to protect you guys. All right. Let me just share my screen and we can get started. All right. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me here today. For those who don't know me, I am Paige Tribdino, a customer success manager here at GatherUp. And I work closely with agencies and businesses like yours to build strong, sustainable reputation strategies, build client credibility, and ensure their hard-earned reviews reflect the real quality of their work. And lately I've been hearing the same questions pop up again and again for some customers that I've spoken to recently. And those are, we just got hit by a 1-star review and they don't seem legit. Or, how is that competitor suddenly racking up a dozen of 5-star reviews overnight? If you or your customers have asked those questions, or, and this session is perfect for you. Today, we're going to talk about how to detect, dispute, and defend against fake reviews as a shift in how agencies and businesses are thinking about reputation. Because review defense isn't just a nice to have, it's becoming more, a part of the modern agency playbook. So let's get started. Today, let's talk about what has happened in just the recent months, right? So in 2024, Google removed 240 million fake reviews, and that was not a bug. It's a system-wide problem. Fake reviews cause over $150 billion in lost revenue a year. And, here's what I think is even more concerning. Over half of consumers say they avoid businesses if they even suspect the reviews are fake. So if your clients are doing everything right, fake reviews, positive or negative, can undo a lot of that hard work. Most businesses don't realize they're vulnerable until they actually get hit. And, the truth is there are 2 sides of this, right? So, the first half would be fake negative reviews, usually anonymous, they're vague, or, flat out untrue. There are also fake positive reviews that are used to boost competitor rankings unfairly. And the second half of that is becoming a lot more common. Even one-star fake review can actually take a star ranking down or even, drop below the top 3 in local search. And competitors using 5-star fake reviews, they skew rankings and steal visibility that your clients earned the hard way. It's not just, frustrating, it's really damaging. So, let's talk about how we actually deal with this. Here's the challenge. most review monitoring tools are, honestly kind of basic, right? So they might flag certain keywords or, star rating patterns, but that's usually just the surface level. What actually matters is behavioral data, behavioral patterns, who posted the review, when, from where, and what other patterns show across, certain listings. And that's the level of detail you need to detect real fraud and not just, focus on spammy language. So let's talk about what it really means to defend a client's reputation. And, not just patch it up after the fact. Most review tools stop at detection. They will flag or send you an email, and, it notifies you, yes, but that's it. Fake reviews aren't a one-time event, and a lot of you know this. They're part of an ongoing cycle. And if you're only reacting, you're always behind. On GatherUp, what we've built is a full life cycle approach to review defense. And here's how, that plays out. So the first is proactive monitoring. So you're not relying on, your client to email you saying, hey, we just got a weird review, or hey, this doesn't match our records. You're seeing it in real time with alerts when something suspicious hits the profile. Second is AI-powered detection. This isn't just using or scanning keywords, it's scoring reviews based on, as I mentioned earlier, behavior, reviewer history, timing, and different other anomalies. It catches the stuff that static tools usually miss. And the third, and this is a really big one, you can get the ability to actually monitor up to 15 competitors per location. That means you're not just protecting your client's profile, you're watching the competitive landscape around them. And if a competitor suddenly jumps 55-star reviews in a weekend, you'll know. You'll have data to actually back it up. And you can help your client make smarter, more confident decisions with that insight. And then, of course, you've got the dispute management built in. Track every flag you raise, see what's under review, and know what's been successfully removed. When you put it all together, this turns into a full system, not just a patch. It's review protection that actually keeps up with the pace of local SEO. And it gives you and your clients a lot of peace of mind, knowing that, someone's got your back and someone's got theirs. So let's look at where, all of this comes together. What we call the Review Defense Command Center. This gives you a high-level view of your client's review health and activity all in one place. You'll see review trends over time. You can catch unusual spikes in 1-star or suspicious bursts of 5 stars. You have, AI scoring that flags reviews with low trust based on behavior and not just keywords. You'll have a full dispute tracking system showing what's been flagged, submitted, and resolved. And something super useful is impression impact. You can see how many potential customers may have seen those, fake reviews. It's not just a dashboard. It's a way to move from reacting to reviews to managing them with, strategy and visibility. And, we all know that clients love it because you can show them exactly what's happening and what's actually being done about it. So this is where, review defense goes from reactive to strategic. With the competitor report, you're not protecting, or you're not just protecting your own listings. You're pulling back the curtain on, what's happening across your client's local market. You can monitor, as I mentioned, up to 15 competitors per location, which is really valuable when clients ask things like, why is that business outranking us? Or am I doing something wrong? You'll see suspicious review volume. You'll see, unusual spikes in star ratings, listings that suddenly gain dozens of reviews without a clear reason, right? So these anomalies that you see, and it's also a great coaching tool when you bring these insights to the table. It helps your clients understand the broader playing field, the position you as someone who is looking out for, the whole picture, not just what's on the dashboard. So what I really love and got me so excited about this is, reflecting on where GatherUp has evolved. And I've mentioned this to a lot of the customers that I've spoken to. We've always been focused on helping businesses and agencies build a stronger reputation, getting reviews, responding to feedback, understanding feedback, improving customer experience. But over the past few years, the past couple of months, we've realized that building reputation is actually only half of the battle that's up ahead. Now, more than ever, agencies and businesses need tools to protect reputation as well. And, that's where review defense comes in. It's a natural extension of what we've always done, which is helping businesses show up honestly and earn trust. So when agencies ask why GatherUp, it really comes down to this. Unlimited disputes means you can defend listings at scale with no extra fees or limits. AI-powered review scoring brings real intelligence to detection, and it's not just guesswork. Client protection plus competitor defense gives you the full picture. You're no longer just reacting, you're monitoring the entire playing field. And it's all white labeled, right? So it's white labeled for your agency. So it folds right into your brand and service delivery cleanly, professionally, and at scale. In short, we're not just here to help your clients get reviews, we're here to help you make sure the right ones stick and the wrong ones don't take root. So this is the part that is eye-opening, because this is where review defense goes from protection to actual performance, right? So when you implement this well, it doesn't just stop fake reviews, it creates real measurable wins. So one example is the one on your left. A national brand ran 12,000 or 12-month pilot, ran a 12-month pilot using review defense across 32 locations in 3 cities. And here's what happened in the first 90 days. They analyzed over 35,000 reviews, removed 97 fake 1-star reviews, and eliminated over 24,000 false impressions tied to those fake reviews. And the star rating lifted at 6 locations, from 4.9 to 5 stars. And 28 out of the 32 locations had at least 1 fake review removed. And this is just for your customer, potentially. When we look at the competitor side, it's even more eye-opening. Over 546,000 reviews audited across 2,598 competitors were flagged more than 20,000 fake reviews, and mostly were 5 stars, successfully removing over 3,100 competitor reviews and eliminated around 1.6 million plus false impressions. So think about that. This isn't just cleaning up spam, it's boosting credibility, lifting star ratings, and changing the local SEO landscape in your client's favor. Review defense doesn't just prevent harm when done right, it becomes a strategic advantage. So what happens after you sign on? So day one, we go to work. We start auditing both your clients and your competitors' reviews. By day 5, we've flagged reviews and have entered them under the dispute protocol. By day 30, fake reviews are already coming down, and you'll see that on the dashboard. And by day 90, your competitive advantage sharpens. And this isn't a one-off thing. We continue scoring, disputing, and defending every single day. You don't have to roll this out to, every client tomorrow. Start with 1 or 2, where, clients or locations where something potentially feels off, or clients that have experienced the fake review issue. You can run a scan on, your client's competitors to get a sense of what's happening in their market. And once you see what's on surface or what's on that surface, you'll know exactly where to go from there. So here's the bottom line. Your clients are doing the right things and you're helping them do it. They're asking for reviews, they're responding thoughtfully, they're delivering great service, they're understanding both qualitative and quantitative analysis of their reviews. But in today's world, that's no longer enough. They also need protection. Review defense is how we protect the work they've done and the trust they've earned. This isn't about fear, it's about control. It's about giving your team and your clients the ability to fight back against the noise and stay focused on what's real. So whether you start by running a competitor report, scanning a few listings, or asking your team what you've been missing, take the first step. And if you want help or assistance, let's talk. We'll talk through and walk through your accounts, spot the vulnerabilities, and figure out the best way to roll this strategy out. Thanks again for being here. And I've loved and I've been so excited walking through, this review defense feature with you.